Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome to the Dear Dad podcast, a platform where you can come and express yourself, whether through poetry, spoken words, essay, or simply a live conversation. This is all dad talk. I'm here for you. Let's go. Hello, you beautiful people. Thank you for coming back to the Dear Dad podcast. I'm so happy that you guys came for a second episode. Finished to wrap up the first episode, and right after I published it, I got sick. I lost my voice. I wasn't able to speak for a good week and a half. So I'm just recently getting my voice back from the sickness. I don't know what it was. I went to the emergency room a couple of days ago just to check up on it. They say it's not I don't have any kind of viral, and it's just a sickness that's been sitting there. So I should be okay. I don't need to take any medication, and they said I should follow up with my primary doctor. But I'm feeling better now. I'm able to speak now. Before I feel like I was partying all night, which I don't do. So definitely that wasn't the case. So even at work was a little difficult, but I was able to manage. But I'm here now. So the funny thing is, I don't really get sick for that long. I mean, normally I get sick probably the most 5 days, and after 5 days, and I'm good. I'm ready to go. It was lingering for a while, and I was just concerned to see, what the heck that was. So I'm pretty sure it was. I know I said it wasn't viral, but I feel like it was, because I've never gotten sick for that long, and for me to lose my voice, it definitely was something else. Even now, it's still a little bit chalky and sound a little bit hoarse. But anywho, I made it. I'm here, and I'm thankful that you guys are here, that you guys came back. So for today, I actually have something special for you guys. I was looking up in the internet, and I was able to find a few things, and one of them were the top 10 things you should tell your dad, which I found was interesting. Stuff that we do at times tell our fathers, and sometimes we don't, or we need to tell our fathers, which is a big deal. So that's one of the differences that we're gonna look into today. How do we feel when you say those things? That's one thing I'm gonna tackle in. How I experienced it with my father, and how I will incorporate it with my son, because I'm a father myself. So how am I showing that? How am I telling my son these things that we're going to talk about? My reaction towards it. Should I do those things? Should I not do those things? So just pretty much more of the concept of today's podcast from the list. So I'm going to tell you my point of view and my experience with it, and how I'm going to apply it to my son if needed. If not, then we're just going to move on with our lives. But I think the list was kind of important. It was crucial. So I'm willing to share with you guys. So just definitely tell me what you guys think, and if it's something that I should incorporate or do some more of. And if you have your opinion, let me know. If not, we can, or not. If you don't have an opinion, you don't have an opinion. But definitely let me know what you think. Okay, so 10 things. It says 10 things we should tell our fathers. 10 things we should mention to our dad or ask our dad. Even before I can say that, even in the Bible it speaks. And I don't even think it's only the Bible. Just about every culture that you come across, you have to respect your mom. Respect your dad. You have to respect your dad. You have to respect your father. That's the person that helped give you life. So it's not it's not right to disrespect the person. So again, every culture has their own way of defining that. But as a parent, you should always give your parent respect, regardless if they give that back to you or not. As a child, you always should obey, or if not, respect your parents. I'm not saying they always right, which is not, but you should always respect your parent, and I'm always going to encourage that. So yes, so it's 10 things you may need to say to your father. That's actually the name of the list. 10 things you may need to say to your father. So here, or I'm going by 10 to 1. I'm guessing 1 is going to be the most important one. And then you guys give me your opinion. Tell me what you think. So question 10 states, what do you know? Which is implying your dad is a wealth of knowledge. It's a well that you can draw from. he went through life experiencing all sorts of things, good and bad. And our duty as sons and daughters is to gain access to this wealth of knowledge so we won't make that mistake. And that's the whole point of actually asking this question, like, what do you know? What have you gone through in your life that I can learn from so I won't make the same mistake? I mean, I can honestly say there's a lot of things like I can say my dad has gone through, and I see it, and I have taken notes or just listened to what he said and say, I can't do this. I'm not going to do this. I know my father has multiple kids, and that's not something that I want to do. He was not able to accommodate to all of us because he had kids from different women. So that's not something that I intend to do. I learned from my lesson. I learned from his lesson, should I say. So I won't have to do something like that. So I don't want to have kids all over the place. I want to be able to cater to my son each and every day. Again, moving towards as far as what can I learn, what have I learned from my dad as far as that, and what can I apply to my son. I mean, as of right now, I'm going to show my son what it is to love, what it is to be a father. Show him that I'm there for him. Embrace him, kiss him, love him, hug him, and let him know each and every day that I love him. I'm not going to go around sleeping with other women. I'm not going around to produce other children or other kids out there, because that's not what my mind is at. That's not what I want to do. This is something that my father did, one mistake that he did, and I don't intend to do it. And I'm encouraging just about anybody else that's out there to do it. If you see your father has done something and it's not correct, it's not right, then make a difference. Be different. Don't try and do the same thing all over again. It's useless to do that. Then that's where the generational curse comes along, where your father did something wrong and you did something wrong, and then your son is gonna do something wrong, your daughter's gonna do something wrong. No, be that person that's gonna be different. You don't want to have to be the one that's gonna do the same thing everybody else is doing, or your dad did, your grandpa did. No, be different. Put your foot down and say, I'm gonna be different. And that's where the generational curse breaks. So your son is not going to do it. So your son is going to see what it is that you're doing that's right, and they're going to implement on that and capitalize on that. But if we're not going to learn from our fathers before us, we're bound to make the same mistake. Okay, so number 9. Number 9 states, who are we? So I think it's a good question. Who are we? Learning our family heritage isn't usually a priority as a child. However, it is very important to know who we are and where we come from. Your dad may love nothing more than to tell you all about family history. So ask him, which is very crucial. I'm pretty sure just about every family member would love to tell you their family history, where they came from, the struggle that they had, and their upbringing. The good, the bad, the ugly, all that, all that jazz. So ask your father about where they're from, their background, what made them who they are. It makes such a great story. I love hearing stories about when my dad was younger, or the stuff that he did when he was younger, regardless if it was reckless or not. I'm indulged. Like I love those things. Listen to my dad tell me stories about my grandpa, about his brother, about a sister that he had. It's just I just love stories, and the fact that he's gonna sit there and just tell me the stories helps a lot. So don't take it for granted. Just have your dad sit down and just let him talk to you and tell you what happened in his life, what he experienced in his life. It can help you so much. At least for me, I just simply enjoy that. I enjoy storytelling, so I can hear what he went through. It's like me going to the movies and seeing a snippet of his life. It encouraged me. I love it. And moving to my son, I'm making memories right now. I'm making memories as with the audio, with this podcast, and we also have a YouTube. So wherever we travel, when we do community outreach, or we go to out of the country, we have a page. My wife and I have a page on YouTube called Darius Destinations. So we will document wherever we go, whatever we do, so he can see, my son can see that this is the stuff that we've done. This is the stuff that can be done. So he can have a better picture of what we have done, and I have no problem telling him a little bit of history about what I've gone through, and this podcast is a platform for me to express that. So he can know, he can go back and listen to this podcast, so he can know the things that I've gone through, the stuff that I went through, and I made it, and I'm able to make it, History. I love history. I love storytelling, This is my form of way of storytelling. So don't be scared to ask your dad, or have a sit down with your dad and ask him, what is our family history? Where are we from? How are we here? How do we come about? A lot of people are doing ancestries right now so they can see where their family heritage is, what part of Africa they're from, or what part of the country out of the United States they're from, because they need to know where they're from. And knowing where you're from can help you in the future where you need to go. So it matters. It matters. Don't shy away from asking your dad a history. Sit down and listen to what he had to say. Listen. I love storytelling. Okay, so moving on to number 8. Number 8 says, I understand how you feel. This is more or less talking about how you feel when you are a father. Yeah, I know they have this statement saying that you won't know how I'm feeling, you won't know what I'm going through unless you have kids on your own. And I can understand that 100%. There are things that you will not understand how it is until you have your own kids, until you have your own child. You won't know the struggle. You won't know what it is to just love a child, actually. It's so crucial. You really don't understand. You don't understand how hard it is at times to just make it every day or one day at a time. You won't know how hard this is until you have a kid on your own. Like right now, I have my own son, and there are things that day by day, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it. I don't know how things are going to get done. But again, take it one day at a time. I understand, there's a struggle. Everybody went through this. I went through this with my parents, but you would never know how hard it was. You would never know how hard it is to to go through certain things. You don't. But again, having to sit down with your dad is crucial to find that out, to let him know, or for him to talk to you and let you know the struggles that he went through. The struggles is for you to understand what he went through and how you can better yourself. So again, these things you won't understand. I mean, some people that don't have kids say, it's different. It definitely is different. When you have a child of your own or kids of your own, it's a whole different dynamic. I only have one son right now, one kid. And, to add to it, for those that have, 3, 4, 5, or 6 kids, it's a struggle. It's hard. It's extremely hard. And if you don't have help, it's going to be even 10 times harder. And my experience is, because my dad was not present in my life, or he wasn't present in our lives, it was hard. My mom was a single mom of 6 kids. So I know how hard it is. I know how hard it can be. My mother went through this up until we were adults, still going through this, raising us, going to work, cooking, all that stuff. So that struggle is real. I'm telling you, if you don't know any struggles, if you have not experienced any struggles, I'm surprised. I'm happy for you. But this is the stuff that you have to understand. Sometimes you have to ask questions to find out. Again, also, we won't know until we have kids on our own. If we don't experience these things, we won't know. So number 7 states that I respect you. It's interesting how it states it that way. I respect you. Even as a child and grown up, even though my dad was not around, even though he was not as present in my life, in my siblings' life. For me, I still could not disrespect my father. I really couldn't. Maybe it's because he's my father, or it's just a respect thing. No matter what he did or didn't do, I had to keep my respect for him. As a teenager, we have a tendency to be rebellious and act out, but being respectful of your parent, it matters. It really matters. You don't want to disrespect your parent. It's gonna speak volume to anybody if you disrespecting your parent. You don't want to have to go in that road. No matter what the person has done, you need to respect them. As a parent, it says, the Bible says, respect your parent, or honor your father and honor thy mother. And there's a reason for that. I'm not saying they again doing everything correct, but we need to honor them, respect them. Don't disrespect your parent. Do not disrespect your parent. I'm telling you right now, it's the worst thing you can do. I'm not saying based on the situation that you might have to defend yourself. You might have to find a way out, but don't disrespect. That don't disrespect. Always find another way to deal with the situation. Talk it out, walk away, but don't disrespect your parent, because they're the one that helped bring you up. When you were a baby, you couldn't do anything yourself. They were the one that was there. So don't disrespect them. Always give high respect to your parents. And moving on to 6 states, you make me proud. This one seems to be a little tricky for me. Well, not tricky. It's not something that I can say I've experienced too much myself, but that doesn't mean I can't make a difference. So you make me proud. I think this is more two-way street. It's not only to wait for your dad to tell you that he's proud of you. It's not just him saying that he's proud of you, which really makes a difference. I mean, that's two-way. For your dad to say, I'm proud of you. I'm happy for what you're doing. I'm glad that you're doing this. I'm proud. I mean, just to say something like that is very powerful. But this is more towards what you say to your father. Can you honestly say you're proud of your father? Are you proud of your dad for being your dad? Are you proud of him for being your dad? Again, I'm not talking about the negativity that he's done, or the bad stuff that he's done. No, just the fact that he's in your life, the fact that he's talking to you, want to be in your life, and the fact that he's asking for you, it's a good thing. Tell your dad, reverse psychology, and tell your dad, like, I'm proud of you. I'm proud that you are my dad. I'm proud that you're still in my life. I'm proud that you still want to be in my life. That's a privilege. Not everybody gets to have that. So telling your dad that you are proud of him, it speaks volume. And I know I said that before, but it matters. Just as much as your dad will say, I'm proud of you, my son. It's also really, really good if you say, I'm proud of you, dad, for just being my dad. Things like that matters. Just telling your dad, I'm proud of you for just being my dad, really makes a big difference. And moving on to 5. 5 says, I forgive you. That's big. Honestly, that's big. I forgive you. How many of us can literally sit there and tell our father and tell our dad that we forgive them for the stuff that they have done? Especially for a person like me, where my father was not there at all times, or if your dad did something that you disagree with, that you just say, I forgive you. That's so big. It's huge to just tell someone, your dad, that you have forgiven them. It matters, because a lot of times they might feel guilty about the stuff that they've done, and they don't know that they're forgiven, so they're just walking around with that burden on their shoulders. But if you can just tell them, Dad, I'm proud of you, or I'm sorry, to Dad, I forgive you. The stuff that you've done is in the past. I need you to focus on the future, in the present right now. So telling your dad that you're proud of him really makes a big difference. Follow that is number 4, which you can tell your dad is, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's just to tell your dad, I'm sorry. I can see why these two, number 5 and number 4, are very close to each other. Saying forgiveness, I forgive you, and I'm sorry goes hand in hand. You have to say I'm sorry. Say I'm sorry to your dad if you have done something wrong. Again, as teenagers and growing up being rebellious, we do so many stupid stuff. Go out, stay late, don't call, or we go off to college and we forget about our parents, or we grow up, we forget about our parents, we don't call. I mean, I'm one for that. I don't call my mom, or I don't call my dad as much as I should, because for whatever reason, I just know I don't. I should, but I don't. I'm not going to give you any excuses for that. So this is the stuff that we need to do. I'm doing myself. Just say I'm sorry. I know my son is still a little bit young of saying I'm sorry, but I mean, just implementing that, telling him I'm sorry, sometimes makes a difference. As a parent, you can't always say you're to blame. Why are you always doing this? Why are you always doing that? But to just tell your son, to just tell your daughter that I'm sorry, I messed up. Tell your dad, I'm sorry I didn't call you. I'm sorry that I didn't show up. I'm sorry that I did this, I did that. I'm so sorry. It makes a big difference. I'm a person, at the time I didn't really care about the word sorry, but as I grew and see the essence in it, I start saying it more and more. Some people just want to hear the word I'm sorry because it makes a big difference. You're taking ownership of what you did and apologizing for it. It makes such a big difference. And moving on to number 3. Number 3 says, may I ask why? There's so many questions that we want to ask. So many questions that we want to find out about our past, about your parents' past, or just stuff that we don't know. So asking why did this happen? Why were you not there? Why was I the only one that was doing certain things? Why wasn't grandma there? Why wasn't grandpa there? Why did mommy and daddy not love each other? Why did we have to get a divorce? Why am I the only one out of my siblings that are not able to do A, B, C, and D? Why am I the one that's struggling? Why were you the one that got away? I don't understand. There's a time. Ask why. Ask questions. It's so good to ask those questions. It opens up doors. It helps the situation out. To relieve any kind of secrecy that might be there. Just ask why. Sometimes somebody's just waiting to be asked a question so they can express themselves. But if we don't ask the proper questions, or if we don't ask why, we won't know the answers. Saying thank you. Number 2, saying thank you. What else can I say about that? Just say thank you. The smallest stuff can go far. Say thank you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for being my dad. Thank you for raising me. Thank you for paying for my tuition. Thank you for all the food. Thank you for all the shelter that you put over my head that I'm not even had to pay for anything. Thank you for the food that you made for me. Thank you. Thank you. It goes such a long way. But just telling somebody thank you, just like apologizing, saying thank you makes a big difference. If you are not able to say thank you to someone that's sacrificed their time to cater to you, that's being selfish. Somebody take their time to just do all they had to do for you and cook for you and raise you and send you to school, and we can't even say thank you. That's just it's so hard. That would hurt. That would hurt. My son, I tell him thank you all the time. I'm just telling him thank you because that's something that he needs to learn how to do. And the only way he can learn how to say thank you is when I say thank you. Again, he's a reflection of me. So if I'm not doing it, I can expect him to do it back to me. So always tell your child thank you, or tell your dad thank you. Thank you for all that you've done for me. Thank you for all that you are. Thank you for who you are in my life. You know, say thank you. Thank you does not hurt. Thank you goes a long way. So these questions and these statements makes a big difference. So don't be afraid to say it. Number one is saying I love you to your dad. Saying I love you to your dad is something simple, 3-letter word, and it's so hard for some people to say it. It's so hard for someone to just sometimes to receive it as well. How many times can you honestly say you've told your dad that you love him, that you sincerely love him? It's hard. Stuff like that is not easy. I didn't grow up saying I love you. I didn't grow up hearing I love you from my parents, and definitely from my dad. So how can I implement something? How can I say something to my dad like that if he never said it to me? He never expressed that to me. So it's hard for me to just say I love you when it's not something that was taught. It wasn't something that he said to me or ever said to me. So it's weird for me to say something like that. It was foreign for me to say something like that. So it was hard. So I'm not saying it's impossible, but again, like I said before, just taking the steps of making a difference, being different, taking the steps of being different from anybody else, from being different from your dad or your from anybody else. So saying I love you, I mean, to be honest, that's one of the biggest thing. It's so small. I mean, it's so big, but I mean, it's just a few words, and yet we have difficulty saying it. I don't understand. It's very, very hard. It's hard. I mean, to tell you the truth, a few days ago, I went to see my dad, and we went to his house. So me, a couple of my siblings, my wife, went to see my dad, and we have fun. We laughed, we played, cracked jokes, we ate. He cooked food for us, and I enjoy myself, fully enjoy myself. You know, I fully enjoy myself, and he sacrificed his time for us. He sacrificed himself for us. He sacrificed it. I said I was coming down. He cooked. He made food for us, and he made some food for us. So I'm very grateful. So again, sacrificing himself. And as we were exiting, as we were saying goodbye, I went to him and I hugged him. I actually hugged my dad. I'm not saying I never hugged him before, but this was a real hug. And I held him there for a couple of minutes, for a couple of seconds. I held him there for a couple of seconds, and I told him, I love you. He didn't respond the first time. I squeezed him a little stronger, and I said, Dad, I love you. He said, I love you too. I love you too. I let him go. He looked at me. He said, thank you. Exactly what he said. He said, thank you. Thank you for saying that. And we said our goodbyes. And I can tell and I can see a difference in his behavior. I can see a different guy from who he was before to what he is now. He wants to be active in my life right now. It's a difference from the dad that I knew when I was growing up to the dad that I know now. It's a different person. And that's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at the past, I'm looking at the present and possibly the future. In order for me to be better, in order for us to have a better relationship, I have to be different. In order for things to change, I had to take that step and be different. Me simply telling my dad that I love him, me simply hugging my dad and telling him that I love him, it makes a huge impact. It makes a huge impact. It makes a big difference. And two, it sets an example, not only for myself, for my son, but also for my siblings. We don't say as much, but it sets an example of what we can do and what we could to look forward to. It's not impossible. It's 3 words, but those 3 words mean so much. So that was actually probably the first time I told my dad that I loved him. Seriously, first time. I'm 37 years old. Now you guys know a big secret of mine. 37 years old, and I told my dad that I love him for the first time. And that was monumental. It was big. But I left his house feeling triumphant. I left his house feeling that I accomplished something. And when I left and I got in the car, my wife was like, was that intentional? You telling your dad that you love him, was that intentional? I said, yes, it was. I came with full intention to tell him that I love him. And I wanted him to know that and feel it. I didn't want to just wave goodbye and say goodbye, but I want him to feel it while I am embracing him. While he was there. While he heard my heart beat. And I told him that I love him. That's how deep this is. 3-letter words mean so much. So much emphasis. But if you don't say it, no one would know it. If I don't tell you I love you, you will not know it. It's one thing to say, well, the person knows how I'm feeling. It's one thing to have a perspective that the person may know. It's another thing to let the person know what you're feeling. I can't assume you like me. I need to know that you like me. And that's what I did. With full intention, I told my dad that I love him. And I tell my son I love him every day. So he can know that he's loved. He know how it is to love. I show him love through me loving my wife. I show him love by embracing him, hugging him, kissing him, by laying next to him, reading to him, and just simply tell him that I love you. It should be easy for him to say it. It should be welcome for him to say it. But if I don't show it, he won't be able to know it. So I encourage you guys to tell your dad that you love him. Honestly, I challenge you to tell your dad that you love him. And if your dad is not in your life, just tell your dad, your father figure, tell your father figure that's in your life, the person that's closest to you, that you love him. Something, just 3-letter words can mean so much. So don't shy away from that. Just tell your dad you love him, your father figure that you love him. And I have a lot of father figures in my life. And I need to tell them that I love them even more. But I'm happy that I started with my dad, my father, because that's the beginning. That's where it starts. Again, and I encourage you guys to do that on your own. Alright guys, so that was my top 10 things you should ask your dad, things you should tell your dad, things you should find out about your dad, So it's not only what you can gain from your dad, but what you need to tell your dad. So guys, let me know from this list of 10 things which one you find more important, which one you can relate to the best, which one you think is least important or not important. I think all of them have their own grade from high to low, but all of them I think is important. All of them is important. Of course, the last one or the first one, saying I love you, makes a big difference, but the others as well makes a big difference. So if you guys want to leave in the comments, send me an email and just tell me what you think is most important to you. Honestly, what is more important to you? Or if you have another list that you think I should read, I should look into, let me know. Shoot me an email and let me know which one you think is best. But this one I found was interesting, and I want to share with you guys. So let me know, guys. Let me know. Share your thoughts. I'm here. Let me know. And now, a moment with the family.
Oh man, that's
Oh, you forgot about me. What's up, Nessa? What's up?
What's he lying? What's he lying?
Elias stayed home. He's tired. He's sick.
Let's go.
Yeah. ¿Cómo se está?
Why'd you bring your bag?
Because I'm moving out. Any more questions, sir?
Yes.
Excuse me.
You know who hugged you?
John's daughter. Are you spending the night or you going home?
Yeah. Have you?
DJ Martina's still waiting for you.
I'm looking around.
Hey, mad people.
Right next to Gael. At some point he's gonna be here.
Basketball class. How you guys doing?
Good, yeah, brother.
Started?
Oh, it's nothing.
Oh. Yo, you in the mood to just hurt. Everybody's feeling
I
today.
didn't even believe that. You know why? Because Emmanuel left, that's why.
Oh, go back on top.
You said you went to a fight or to see a fight?
He went to fight or you went to see a fight?
Oh, now
That's why I'm saying.
all be out
Why would you all be here?
Why nobody told me now? I bought my fighting gear. How you doing, princess? Are you kidding me? With me? That's not nice. How are you? Huh? Aiden?
The color is green. Aiden's taking the dump.
Okay, guys, if you want to keep up or listen to more of this podcast, you can go to Google Play, Stitcher, Apple, and Spotify. And, of course, on social media as far as Instagram. Catch you later.